All right, I want to ask you a question. How do you turn an intelligent, educated, grown man stupid instantly? You want to know how? You take him to church. Recently, I was raised, my parents were religious fanatics. They were Seventh-day Adventists, and from the time that I can remember growing up, I know I was forced to go to church every week. They sent me to church school. Anyway, you know, I grew up in that type of environment, and I believed that stuff for years. However, there came a point in time in my life where I decided that I actually better sit down and study the Bible and see what it's all about. So I did. It took me about a week to come up with an outline so that I could study it in an unbiased way so I wouldn't be affected by all the things I'd been taught in my youth and all the other things that I heard. I wanted to study it independently and openly and get out of it what it was. And it's quite an eye-opening experience. One of the things that I learned is that there are no denominations of religion in Geo-Orthodox Christianity that teach what the Bible says. None of them. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I just had a birthday, and I had a lot of people contact me and want me to go back to church, and, you know, it's my birthday and I should go and all this. And I said, well, okay, you know, I'll go as long as, you know, the preacher doesn't say anything too ridiculous. I'll go and behave myself. So I go to church. And here the preacher stands up and he starts in on this, the earth is only 5,000 years old deal, you know, and that science is wrong and that he believes in the Bible. And I just started almost shaking, man. I almost couldn't contain myself at that one, because to me, anybody that's that damn dumb needs to be taken out and dropped on their head. Maybe jar a little bit of common sense loose, you know. And but I maintained myself, and then he come up with this other dumbass thing. He says, the best way that we know for sure that there is a God is that God answers all prayer. He answers prayer with one of three answers: yes, no, or wait a while. And that was it. That was all I could take, man. I stood up and I said, look, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I said, I can go out to the parking lot and get a rock, and we can all pray to that rock, and your prayer is going to be answered with one of those three answers: yes, no, or wait a while. That covers every coincidence that's ever happened on this planet. Anyway, I explained that if that was the best he could do, maybe that he should take up another occupation, because I do believe in God, and believe me, I think God would be pretty pissed at somebody being that ignorant and spreading that ignorance. Anyway, but my point was, in the congregation is a doctor, a pharmaceutical engineer, architect, you know, some of these other people that I've grown up with, and they all just sit there and listen to this and don't say a word. And I know that in every other aspect of their life, if somebody came up with something so blatantly stupid and wrong, that they'd never tolerate it. But yet, they go to church and listen to something so absolutely wrong and so diametrically opposed from scientific fact that it never ceases to amaze me. And I was I was invited not to come back, if you could imagine that. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, y'all take care. Catch you in the next video.